See, now the topic is ointment bases, very important. So, what are the different types of ointment bases are there? First one is oleogenous basis, second one is absorption basis, third one is water miscible basis, fourth one is water soluble basis. See, now we can discuss here clearly. See, hydrocarbon bases are oleogenous bases. See, this hydrocarbon or oleogenous bases that contain the hydrophobic nature of, see, these are the hydrophobic oil or the fat. All this line indicates hydrophobic either oil or fat. Within that oil or fat, we can dissolve the hydrophobic drug. Solid here, this solid is a hydrophobic drug. What are the characteristics of this oleogenous bases or hydrocarbon bases? Nothing but these are anhydrous nature. Nothing but this will not at all contain water. Next one is water insoluble. Because of hydrogen and carbon, these are insoluble in the water. Next one is not water washable. Even though we can, even by washing with water, we cannot remove this formulation from the skin. Next one is this will form occlusive film on the skin. See, occlusion nothing but nothing but that will form a barrier on the skin. That will form a barrier on the skin. This is a skin that will form a barrier on the skin. Then it will prevent the loss of water. It will prevent the loss of water. Hence, it will form occlusive films because of lipophilic in nature or hydrophobic nature. Next one is application. See, for what purpose we can use this one means for the incorporation of hydrophobic drug. See, these are the hydrophobic drug incorporated into oleogenous bases. Example is petrol atom means petroleum like hot, yellow hard paraffin, soft paraffin, and yellow paraffin. Next one is waxes. Next one is synthetic esters. For example, glyceryl monostearate. Glyceryl monostearate. These are the examples of hydrocarbon or oleogenous bases. Next one is absorption bases. See, absorption bases nothing but see this contain oil or see this contain oleogenous base. This contain oleogenous base like oil or fat. Along with that contains surfactant, lipophilic surfactant is there. See, what is the role of the lipophilic surfactant? Means the lipophilic surfactant that will absorb the water from the environment or moisture from the environment. Then it will form what kind of thing means it will form water in case of oil. It will form water oil kind of emulsions by absorbing the water from from the environment. It will forms water in oil kind of emulsions or oleogenous bases that allow the incorporation of aqueous solution to form water in oil emulsions. See, these are not easily water washable. See, even though it will contains water, these are not easily water washable because the main base, the continuous phase is oil or fat in nature. See, this will act as a emollients. See, what is the meaning of emollients? Nothing but this is a formulation that contain water. This water can be added to the skin. If it is a skin, because of this absorption property, this will add water to the skin. Hence, these are actually emollient. Examples of this one is anhydrous. What are the anhydrous thing means? Hydrophilic petrol atom. Next one is anhydrous lanolin. Also, we can call it a wool fat. Next one is water in oil kind of emulsion. Example is lanolin. Lanolin nothing but hydrous wool fat that contains 30% weight water. That contains 30% weight purified water. Next one is cold cream. Cold cream is also example of absorption basis. Next one is emulsion basis. See emulsion basis. See this is this is oil and water kind of emulsion. Now the water is slowly get evaporated. The water is slowly get evaporated. Once the water is get evaporated, this oil will form hydrophobic film onto the skin. On the skin, the oil will form hydrophilic film. What are the characteristics of this one? Means it is a what kind of emulsion it is? Oil in water kind of emulsion. It will form a hydrophilic film on the surface of the skin by evaporating the water. So what is the major application of this one? Means used for the drug carriers, means for delivery of the drug. Next one is foundation for the makeups. Foundation for the makeups means for the cosmetic purpose also we can use the emulsion bases. Example of emulsion bases are hydrophilic ointment and vanishing cream. Very important. Example of emulsion bases are hydrophilic ointment or vanishing cream. Next one is water soluble bases. See the water soluble bases example is polyethylene glycol, that is hydrophilic in nature. What is the application of this one is this is used for drug carriers for delivery of the drug into the body. We can just mix the polyethylene glycol 400 with 4000 or polypropylene glycol with ethanol along with 2% weight by weight hydroxypropyl cellulose. So all these are the different kinds of bases, ointment bases. Next one is petroleum. We people already know petroleum is a mixture of hydrocarbon bases. It will contain solid in nature, that is paraffin. If it is semi-solid in nature, we can call it as a petrol atom. If it is liquid in nature, we can call it as a mineral oil. So this all these are things about the ointment bases.